Okay, so we've got our page set up. We have saved it. The next thing to do is to click Edit with Elementor. And depending on your internet speed, sometimes this is a little slow, and sometimes there's a box in the lower right that says use safe mode or something. You're fine to do that, or you can just wait. But then you should get a page that looks something like this. And we're going to start building a new page. To do this, we need to create these a kind of structure using these, what the heck do they call these things? These sections. So the first thing we want to do is to click on this red circle with a plus sign to add a new section. We're going to be using ones that go all the way across the screen, so I'm going to click that. There we go. And now we have this section up here. There's this blue bar, and it has three things. You can click this one and add a section above it. You can click this one and delete the section. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Here, let me get that section back. Or you can right-click this one in the middle, and you get these different options, like you can duplicate the selection and things like that. Right now, this selection is basically an empty container, and so we need to put something in it. And the things we're going to put are over here. To get to this screen, you can click on this kind of box icon up here, and they have these things called widgets. So we need a title, so we're going to get this heading one, and we're going to put it over there. And then we need text below here. So I'm going to create another section, and I'm going to go back to the widgets and get this text editor and put that in there as well. Okay, now I know that in my heading, okay, so to edit these sections, what you have to do is you can click inside of them. And then when that happens, instead of this sidebar showing these widgets, it will show you options for editing. So I'm going to click inside of this box here, and then it changes, and now I can edit the content, I can edit the style, and then there's some advanced options for editing what's inside this container here. The first thing I want to do is to change this title. They have this text here. I'm going to eliminate that and write the Japanese in pre-war Southeast Asia. You can also type directly in here, but sometimes, yeah, like that. What just happened there? It just jumped to the end. Sometimes that gets a little weird. And so it's often better just to do your typing over here in the sidebar. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is to paste the information from your first assignment. What was that? Assignment number 3, I believe, into this space here. And so you should probably already have that on a Word file, and you can cut it from there and paste it over here. What I recommend doing, though, however, is pasting it first into a text file like Notepad or something like that, which doesn't have any formatting. So if you take whatever you wrote and you paste it here first, and then cut it from here, and then let's say I paste it in here. Okay, and then I would copy that, Control C, then come back here, and then I can take out this dummy text there and place it there. And it'll come in without any formatting, which is what we want. Okay, so in this first assignment, we're not going to format the text here, but I personally find the defaults here to be a little bit difficult to read. So I'm going to change them a little bit. I'm going to click inside here so that I can edit this text. And instead of using content, I'm going to click on style over here. Then I'm going to click this text color. I want to make it a little darker. And I click on that. I click black. And yeah, it looks like it changed. Sometimes if it doesn't, you just have to move this thing a little bit. Then to get out of this color selector here, I'm going to click on this thing again where it says text color, and that's out. Then I want to make it a little bit bigger, so I'm going to type on typography. And where it says size, I'm just going to type in 21 because I know that's the size I want. And then I'm going to click out of there. Then I'm going to go up to the title and click on that. I can just leave it. It's not a big deal, but then I'm going to go in and change the color of that one as well. Okay, but we're not going to worry about the size and things like that for the moment. So this is what you'll paste here is the text from assignment 3. I also want you to include assignment 4, but what we're going to do this time is an easier way of doing that. Since this thing already has its color changed and has been formatted the way we want it to, instead of clicking here to create a new container and then putting in a text editor and then pasting your text and then going in and changing the style, let me get rid of that. All we're going to do here is take this, right-click in the middle of this blue bar, click duplicate, as that'll duplicate everything, including the font size and the font color. Then I'm going to click inside this second box, go in here, delete all that, and then paste in the information from assignment number 4. So when you're done, you should have the information from assignments 3 and assignments 4 in 2 separate boxes. And with that, you'll have your text on the web page, and then the only thing still left to do will be to check this SEO, the search engine optimization, which is what we'll look at in the next video.